Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live! Welcome to another MPSP Theater. This is Nick. That's Russ. What the fuck is up? How you been this week, Bubba?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Fuck it, it was like one of those weeks where I'm just working for. What's that old song? Everybody's working for the weekend. There you go. That's me, baby. I'm working for the weekend. I'll get through that week and get the fuck out of Dodge. Good.
Yeah,
It's been good so far, man. I've enjoyed my. Had to run some errands this morning and got that done and got back home and.
Jesus Christ, man. Were you affected
stuff.
having to go to Hagerstown by that fucking bridge and shit?
No.
Oh, see, I don't know that geography up there.
No. So. That's completely east, way east of where Hagerstown is. Hagerstown is closer to West Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Up in that area. That bridge coming down, which by the way, oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Prayers and to everybody. If and anyway, we lost. And I know there's a few people that are still missing. They found some people. They found a couple of people. Unfortunately, they're dead. They were still in a truck that was that went into the water. They couldn't get out. Obviously, oh my God, dude! The whole area is fucked up, man. It was nuts, man. It's nuts. And now we're all holding our breath and waiting for the lawsuits to start coming in. Because if you watched it, did you see the video of it yet?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Okay. There's a couple of videos. There's one that's a real long video, which shows the boat the ship way before it hit the bridge.
I haven't seen that one. I saw when it lost power the two times, like right next to the bridge.
That's okay. Yeah, that's one where there's one that shows the power loss, and then it shows it, and they
got it back on.
Right, they got it back on for a second, but it was too late, and they put their anchors down to try to slow to try to stop the ship, but it was the inertia was moving too fast, and the anchors just weren't stopping it. So it ended up kind of they got the power back on. They were trying to turn it. Unfortunately, they couldn't stop it, and it ends up hitting where it hit that spot that it hit on the bridge. When you watch that video, it's crazy. The fucking thing comes down like so fast. It's unbelievable. And I was telling Anna, I said, that's really, really concerning to me. And she said, well, what's that? I said, that spot right there got hit. And that whole fucking thing came down just about. There was only a little bit of it left up,
dude. But you've got to think, man, how much weight hit that bridge,
dude. Not to mention it's a suspension bridge. It's like that suspension there. And I told her, I said, you know what? We need to figure out a way to make those bridges better. We just do. We got to because that is sketch as shit. Just think about that. I mean, yeah, you're right. You know, those ships are pretty bad at banging. They're pretty heavy, and they're pretty, and they're like,
oh, dude, like 1 million gross tons hit that bridge.
Yeah, and it knocked the fuck out of that one. But it's weird. That was the only main support that knocked everything down. And I told her, I said, I can't believe the bridge doesn't have more supports. But that's how they built them. That's how built. Oh, that's a very old bridge, by the way. It's an old bridge. It's been around for a while.
And that's the other thing. I guess are they gonna rename it?
I don't know.
Because I'm not sure. Like Francis Scott Key, some kind of fuck up or some shit.
Probably, but it's maybe now that it's down. Once they get it built back up, maybe they'll call it something else. I don't know. It's fucking crazy though, dude. And I know
Pat Williams Memorial Bridge.
God, I remember I've been across that bridge a couple times, quite a few times actually in my life, and the way it came down, I just started thinking about it. And it's really frightening because ships go under that bridge. There are boats and shit that go under that bridge.
There's a bridge in Florida that came down too. Oh wow!
They were
Skyway.
talking. Yeah, they were talking. They're bringing up where A bunch of bridges have come down in the last like 10, 15 years, I said. And they brought up the one in Florida. I had heard about that. And
I've driven across that fucker, man, and it's
dude.
It's just like a 45 degree.
Yeah, which is really crazy. We have a bridge down here. It's called the Nice Bridge. And it's to go. It's another one that's between Virginia and Maryland, and it runs on 301, and you cross it and you go up. It's flat. When you're coming from Virginia to Maryland, it's kind of low, close to the water, low on the water for a good probably mile of it, and all of a sudden you just start going uphill, right? And you go up to the top, and then you go down on the other side. It's a lot steeper going down. It's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, like that's where like a slight fear of heights comes in. Like I'm pretty good. You can put me up on any ride in the amusement park or whatever, but those fucking bridges, man, with that ocean out there and nothing else but whatever the fuck's under there.
Yeah,
I didn't build it, so I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yes, man, and especially when they've been around for a while, and then RJ comes down. RJ comes down, and tells me we're talking about the bridge and everything coming down, and he comes down and tells me he says right, Dad, he says there's such a big problem. And I said, what's a big problem? He says in the United States, he said, something telling me bridge, our infrastructure sucks, and he said not to mention in bridges, he said bridges there are bridges that haven't been inspected in like 10 years.
Oh yeah,
or even more, or even longer. And I'm like, what? And he's like, oh yeah. He said there's not enough people to do it, and not enough money to hire people to get around and do it. And I'm like, how is it possible? And he says, well, Dad, think about how many bridges there are in our country. He said there are thousands of bridges.
Yeah.
He said, and they just can't. They won't get around to them. They can't get around.
They won't fund it in the first place.
That's right. That's what it is. There's no funding for it.
Well, there is funding. They just
it is, but not enough.
That's the thing. Like, we have
it is funding.
Like, as a country, we used to understand this little thing called priorities.
True.
If we have roads and bridges that are crumbling and killing people and fucking up our economy, those might be a fucking priority.
Yeah, you'd think that could be a bit of a bit of an issue. You want to take care of it. But again, like you said, we used to have them. I don't know if we still do now.
Let me see what member of the Alphabet Mafia I can pick on next. That's what it seems like is just coming out of Washington all the time. That's all I see.
Yeah, it is, and it's completely scary because that kind of shit is like I will say this, and I know this isn't. I mean, people still died, but that's beyond. But the truth is, because that happened in like the middle of the night. Okay, there was hardly no traffic on that bridge, and plus, they were able to get word that they were in trouble on that boat, and they were gonna hit it. So they were able to get a lot of the traffic off the bridge and stop cars from going on it. But unfortunately, there were still some vehicles that were not off of it yet, but if that had happened like midday, right, or like or early day, I should say early day, not midday, but early day, or even in the evening, coming home at rush hour, it could have been so much worse.
Yeah,
you could have had like literally hundreds of people, if not thousands, depending on how many fucking cars are. Because that bridge, sometimes traffic gets stuck. You're literally sitting on that bridge, not going anywhere. Which is scary enough when you think about it. But yeah, Anna has a real phobia about bridges. She's not like driving over bridges at all, and she's got a real issue with it.
I went over that one in Sarasota, man.
But
like now, like if something's a little, even just like a little peaky, I'm like,
yeah. But I used to mock her for it, pick on her. Then this happens, and she's kind of looking at me, going, And I told her, I said, you know what, I gotta apologize to you. I said, Turns out you have like a legitimate fear of something that's legitimately an issue. So, okay, you never know if someone's gonna get hit in the right spot and they're gonna come down like an erector set. You just don't know. I mean, it's tragic, man. I couldn't believe how it came. Then when you watch the video, man, that is insane how quickly that thing comes down.
Yeah.
It just collapses so fast. I'm like, holy shit.
And like the thing is like looking at it from TV, you just can't see the scale of it because like if you
You're right. That video doesn't give you an appropriate amount of it doesn't really give you the scale of how big and how much.
They just need, that's what they need to do is like when they show these pictures, they need to put like in the like up next to the boat and the fucking wreckage, a 6 foot tall man. You know how they do that for scale and shit? Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking do that so that people see what the fuck this actually is.
Yeah, just to give you an idea, this is how huge this thing is compared to the average human being. No. It's man, I was like, wow. I know they recovered some information from the ship, more information from the ship. I guess there's like a black box on ships like that, like there's on airplanes.
Yeah.
Which report, but they initially they took a day or two to get it because they didn't want to.
Of course,
they didn't want to go on they didn't want to send investigators on the ship while they're doing search and rescue still. Until
that crew's still on that ship, dude.
Yeah. But they didn't,
and they're going to be there the entire time.
They didn't want to They didn't want to like send authorities, I guess, onto the ship and an investigator.
Like the Army Corps of Engineers has to come out.
Well, the ship, by the way, the ship has a ton of wreckage on top of it.
Right.
So it's kind of like
that's the thing. And then they, like you were saying, they have to send divers and shit down there.
Yeah.
And like the thing is before they start, they have to look and see because they might have to do it by section.
This is true.
Or just start coming all the way in. They don't know until they fucking get under.
And it's like you said,
the problem is
until you get a grasp of the scale of how much debris came down, how much of that how much steel and concrete and pavement,
wire,
rebar, which is I'm surprised that shit ain't punch holes and shit. Good. Oh man, that's horrible. It's really bad.
Let's get on something interior.
Yeah.
You watch fucking wrestling this week?
I did. I was I actually got to watch it and got to see Cody Rhodes get his shit whipped.
Oh, dude, we were talking about that before the show. I watched The Rock's Instagram
that's
video.
Pretty funny. I didn't see that when you showed it to me.
Yes.
Pretty wild, man.
Oh, like
the Rock is teaching the WWE how to be the WWF.
Yeah. And like that's the great thing is like Triple H has that in him.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great partnership between those two.
Yeah, especially since I think they're working up to it kind of becoming a power struggle between the two of them, You
could do that. Yeah, man. You could do that at fucking PLE and
absolutely. Saudi. Which is kind of interesting, I mean, and I know Triple H can't wrestle anymore, but I mean, he could do the whole. He'll get somebody to represent him in the ring, or something like that, and
yeah, but who would you do? Would you do Batista?
Fuck, man.
Would you do Randy?
Probably. It probably would be Randy. I don't think we ever. I mean, well, yeah. I'm pretty sure Randy and The Rock had matches.
Yeah, before. But like Randy was like.
Younger though, right?
Yeah.
Because Randy was like a kid.
Yeah.
Still like really raw but I know
because that was before his fucking like Undertaker WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
And that was
I guess I forget how early that how like the Raw the early 2000s.
How long Randy's been going.
Yeah, Randy is one of the.
He's had some serious injuries, but fuck, man, he's a workhorse when he's there.
Dude, he's been around. He came around. I know after the Attitude Era, kind of during what the ruthless aggression era.
Yeah,
and I remember
because that was that fucking OVW class.
Yeah, all I kept thinking was Jesus Christ. Yeah, because he was around. He was on OVW with Cena,
Batista,
yep. Which all became big stars. That's kind of crazy. But but I remember when he was great when he first came, when he first brought him up, and it was perfect that Triple H brought him into Evolution, and because it was a perfect perfect fit, but
yeah,
I don't really remember. I mean, him and The Rock could probably have a really good match.
Yeah,
I mean, really good. I'm still holding out for The Rock and Roman Reigns.
I think Randy's better in the ring than Roman.
Oh, I do too.
Okay.
Oh yeah, by far.
So my thing is The Rock was okay in the ring with Cena and Punk.
Yeah.
But how long ago was that?
That's true. It's been a while. It's been a while since
he's not been in the ring for a while.
Yeah, it's not been where he's had like a legitimate match,
Yeah. You put Randy in there. Randy's one of the smoothest operators. Randy doesn't hurt people.
Randy can make people look good too. He's really good. I remember when he had a match.
Is Randy Orton Jr. a top 10 all-time wrestler?
Oh wow, it's funny because I haven't even thought of considering him yet because he's still wrestling. And I always don't. I don't ever like to do that until guys are done. He's won a lot of championships.
He's got 13 or 14.
Yeah, something like that. He's been a tag team champion. I think he's won every belt.
Yeah,
I think he's had every belt, and probably it might be every belt multiple times. I don't know. Because he's been a multi-time tag team champion. Definitely was an IC champion. Pretty sure he had the United States title as well.
He just had that tag run with Riddle where they were the undisputed.
Right.
So he had those.
Exactly, had those. I mean, they definitely have had he's definitely been.
Yeah.
He's definitely got what do you call him, the Grand Slam champion guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I know this much. If you ask Ric Flair, Ric Flair would tell you that Randy Orton is probably one of the greatest he's ever seen. Ric Flair holds him in such high regard. It's ridiculous. Ric Flair loves Randy Orton, dude. It's like him and Randy. Maybe it's because Ric Flair was kind of partially responsible for raising him as a wrestler a little bit when he got to that level, and Ric Flair taught him a lot. And
Flair ran with Piper. Ran with Orton.
Yes, and of course, right. So there was and Flair knew his dad too. Flair knew his dad really well.
That's what I was saying.
Right. Yeah. They all know each other, and I think there's a big there's that respect for the family too, and I think that but I think also I don't know. Flair is one of those guys though, man, that he'll call out like a wrestler that he thinks was shitty.
Yeah.
Like he's never had good things to say about the Ultimate Warrior. Never.
Yeah, but the thing is like he goes back and forth.
He will kind of because
he's like Hogan.
Well, he tries to be
where he lies so much he can't fucking keep track of it.
Partially, but I think part of it though is because there are times when he lies to be nice.
Yeah,
I think there's times when he's trying to be nice, but and so he's not honest, and whereas when he's on, and you're right, it's hard for him to keep up with it all.
Because like he was on that interview he did Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay.
Okay. Oh, how about but he was good in that.
Yeah, but like he did that. Right.
Yeah.
It said The Rock was not on his Mount Rushmore of fucking whatchamacallit, promo guys. Because they had asked somebody else about that earlier. And so okay. And so he did not only say that, he said The Rock doesn't even sniff it, basically.
Well, I wonder, like,
some weeks later, he goes on Instagram and he's kissing The Rock's ass.
Yeah, see, this is what I wonder.
Here's EB. Hard to say Orton's a top 10, but for sure top 20, top 25. I think
there's a lot of pro wrestlers. That's why.
I think that, but I think that with his accomplishments.
True, but I mean, yeah, I give you that. But okay, if you're gonna put him in the top 10, right? Like where at in the top 10? Would he be number 10?
I'm thinking like 9, 10,
9 or 10.
Yeah, see, I haven't really thought about the whole like thing.
About the whole list, like how you would rank guys, right? I mean, like who's your who absolutely in your mind who's your all-time favorite, like, and I'm talking about,
favorite or best, because they are two different things.
Okay, you're right. They are. Well, can you separate them? Because I know people who think that their favorite is the best. No, hands down. I'm actually one of those. I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, I know. But you have you have an argument there. Mine's a little different. My favorite wrestler of all time is Kevin Nash. I don't think that he's the greatest wrestler of all time.
No, he's not. But I will tell you, he's my really
favorite. If I'm gonna put on, if there's a match anywhere that I want to see, like, just because it. Come on, man. When he used to frame people and the dude, come on, bro.
I remember watching him before, like earlier on in his career. When he was Vinny Vegas. That was pretty funny.
That's how he got with Sean. The belts to me I can't count because it's all staged, but ring presence, showmanship, marketing, fan hater, love. I can't put him over a lot of guys. I understand that point.
I got you.
But you also have to understand that he's been champion 13 to 14 times, and I understand that you're saying you can't use that as a metric. But that goes to what you're saying because of ring showmanship, marketing.
It does, because remember when a company makes a guy a champion, that's a company putting that guy kind of at the top,
putting their faith in that man
to carry the company or to carry the represent carry.
Shut the fuck up, Russ.
Sorry, I apologize. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm trying to agree with you.
Oh no! I said Ricky said shut the fuck up.
Oh, Ricky. Oh, Ricky. I thought you told me shut up. Hey, fuck you, Ricky. Fuck you, Ricky, you dickhead.
Starting problems in the marriage here, Ricky. But no. So like Kevin Nash is my favorite.
Okay. But who do you think the best?
My number one has changed recently.
All right.
I think the best pro wrestler of all time, everything fucking combined, is Chris Jericho.
Jeez, you're flying under the same umbrella as Anna. I think Anna thinks Jericho is the greatest of all time too.
I think that
she really likes them all.
I think that Jericho is unparalleled in how many times he's reinvented himself, and fucking everything he's done has been a hit. You got to give him credit.
It's pretty fucking impressive. I don't know any other pro wrestler that has reinvented himself. By the way, reinvented himself without changing himself that much. By the way,
but still he's not under a hood,
right? He's not wearing face paint. Yeah. He's not wearing a mask. All that crazy, right. But still staying Chris Jericho, but kind of having a new gimmick, basically vocal gimmick.
The
list was great. God, it was wonderful.
The promo god.
Yeah. Oh man. He definitely is a.
That's my thing, is that Jericho's done it for just as long as anybody else.
Yeah, he has not, because he started wrestling the early mid 90s, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's been around 30 years.
And that's the thing, like, he hasn't had to go away for injuries that often.
Yeah, because I remember
he's had a few. Obviously,
when I first saw him was when he was in WCW. That's the first time. Mine was my earliest memory, but he was wrestling before he got to WCW. He had a few years in the business already. I'm pretty sure, and I think I think
because he was in Japan. He was in Stampede.
Yeah, right.
I mean, but like the thing is, with Jericho is like the two major companies that are going right now. He's held the belt in both.
It's true. That's true.
And I think I love Kenny, but I think he was the most successful AEW champion.
Yeah, I think he was too, because he was the guy that, like, usually I get sick of a guy being champion, and it doesn't take long. It really doesn't. You have to be a good champion, like entertain the fuck out of me for me to think you should keep the belt.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of moving the belt off of guys pretty fast. I don't like guys, but if you're good like Jericho, I don't mind you keeping the belt. Because not only are you good and you're entertaining me, but you're the champion as well, and I kind of like it. You know, I can handle that. Like Roman was that way too. Even though I think Roman's running his course though now. I think it's time for Roman to lose the title.
Yeah, he's coming up on 3 years, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I
mean that first Hogan run was 4 years.
See, I'm not sure if that's what they're trying to go for. Are they trying to get him to beat Hogan's run?
I think.
Or has he already beat Hogan's run, or not yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, so I'm not sure what they're trying to do with that. I know for a fact
he has not beaten Hogan's run yet, because Hogan's run was 4 years, and he's like.
Hogan had the belt for a long ass time. I do remember that. It was so long it irritated me,
dude. You got to think about that. Now Bruno had it for 8.
Damn, man, but Bruno was a little bit before my time, and bro, I didn't watch pro wrestling, but it's pretty crazy. You know, I'm not gonna tell you, I fucking hated Hulk Hogan when I was a little kid.
I didn't. I loved him. I loved him. I loved him until Warrior came in. I was a Warrior mark when Warrior came in.
Well, I was only a Warrior mark.
I
was only a Warrior mark because he beat Hogan. That's why I liked Warrior.
Oh no, dude! I was watching fucking Saturday Night main event with my grandmother, and she was calling me a pussy because I was fucking crying at when Andre beat Hogan and gave the belt to fucking Ted
and DiBiase. Yeah. Now, one of the best Saturday Night's main event was when Macho Man had the match.
The Hart Foundation.
And then the Hart Foundation to beat the fuck out of him. And Elizabeth took off and ran and brought Hogan out, right?
Yep.
And that was kind of like the early formation of the Mega Powers, right? Yeah. And I remember when my first thought was, oh man, she brought him out. Damn.
Like, yeah, I was big in WWF at the time's marketing definitely got me because I was a huge Hogan mark. Like, I loved Hogan.
I think it's because I was such a fan of the heels. That's why I love the bad guys more than the good guys. The bad guys were just more interesting to me. Yeah. I loved Macho Man. My favorite thing with Macho Man was when he would put Elizabeth in front of him. Someone was about to punch him. He put Elizabeth in front of him. You'll punch her? Go ahead.
I hated Randy until I got older.
Yeah, see, I know a lot of people that did. I fucking loved him, dude. I thought he was incredible. Oh man.
But like heel wise, like as a kid, I liked the Powers of Pain. They're my favorite tag team.
They were a great heel tag team. They were wonderful, man. Powers of Pain were great. I love
that fucking double turn with Demolition at Survivor Series with Fuji. Hell yeah.
Fantastic, man. And then I was a big of course, I told you I love the Nasty Boys, and I only liked them. I think I liked them I only liked them because I thought their gimmick was great. I just thought they were so nasty, dude.
Now they were heels. Yes. But I loved them. The fucking Dream Team.
Oh yes, definitely.
Beefcake and Valentine.
Yeah, they were wonderful. They were actually a really good tag team too. Yeah. Yeah, that was. I mean, and see, that's what I mean. Those heels back in the day that they had were really good heels. They were classic guys that were just the and those guys all knew how to make like the good guys look good and shit. And in this time it was.
It's crazy. They talk about it like both Hogan and Jake talk about it, and it's been talked about a lot. But the fact that we never got to see Jake and Hulk touch.
Never. Yeah, it sucks. Well, we may have gotten to see that had Jake not, had a crack pipe in his fucking mouth all the time, and
but the thing was like they tested it in the Northeast during the '80s when that shit was going on, and it didn't work. Well, like the crowd was too split, like cheering.
Well, remember they always wanted people to cheer more for Hogan than anybody. Yeah, that was So
Hogan was the cash cow, and like
right,
yeah. You ask anybody that worked during that time, they wanted to be on the Hogan card because that's where you made that money.
Jake lost a lot of his career and that he could have had in big, whether it would have been WWE or WCW, a bigger promotion because he got fucked up and got into the drug. And then when he was working, half the time high as a kite, he was down in small promotions and shit.
Here's the crazy fucking thing I just thought of, bro. What year was Austin's King of the Ring? Was that 96?
95, 96? Echo. When did Stone Cold Steve Austin win the King of the Ring? I'll find out.
Yeah.
Well, there.
Stone Cold Steve Austin won the King of the Ring tournament in 1996.
1996, you're right.
In the final match.
Yeah, so it was 96.
Now ask Echo this question.
Yeah.
When did Beyond the Mat come out?
Echo. When did Beyond the Mat come out?
Oh, that's cool as shit, Ricky.
The documentary Beyond the Mat was released in theaters in March 2000.
March of 2000.
Look at the lives of professional wrestlers, both in and out of the ring.
That means less than 3 years from that SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Jake went from that to Beyond the Mat.
And in Beyond the Mat, he looked like a fucking mess, dude. Oh my God. Yeah. He looked a fucking wreck. It's incredible because even in 96, he still looked pretty together,
Yeah. He had to wear that.
Then,
remember, he had to wear that fucking stupid ass top.
Yeah.
Because he was out of shape.
Well, yeah, but he still could go in a ring. He looked way worse than Beyond the Mat.
He wasn't pissing in the fucking corner of the fucking.
Jesus Christ. What a piece of shit he turned out to be. I was like, oh man. And I know he was a drug addict.
Kendall was Ricky's favorite. Kendall Windham. He's been talking about the Four Horsemen in the chat here.
You mean Barry Windham's little brother?
Yeah, man.
Oh man, Kendall Windham was a fruitcake, dude. Get out of here, man.
Kendall Windham was damn good, man. He's underrated as fuck. At least he didn't say something like fucking Eric Watts or something. Jesus.
Man, you can't put him in this conversation.
Here's a good question for you.
What?
Who was worse?
Yeah.
Eric Watts or the other dude's son? What the fuck was his name? Oh shit. We were just talking about him.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Eric Watts. Oh, Greg Gagne.
Greg Gagne. Dude, I don't know. Because Gagne, he didn't last very long in the business. At least well, maybe he did in small promotions or something. Maybe he was wrestling in a gym and somebody's gymnasium or something. I don't know.
Dude, he had some AWA belt because his dad was the fucking.
Yeah, but man, that didn't last that long. Though.
Doesn't matter who the other is. The answer is Watt. Bill Watts.
I mean, look at fucking what's his name? Flair's kid. David Flair, that little skinny fucking he dude. Yeah, they actually were propping him up like he was a big time thing. I'm like, get out of here, man. That guy can barely wrestle.
They put him with Stacy Keibler, right?
Yeah. That's it, yeah. And I think he won a belt. I think he had a belt.
Yeah. He was a hardcore champ, wasn't he?
Man, I'm trying to remember what title he won. Because he was in WCW when he won a belt. And he only won one of the belts in WCW. And I'm trying to remember what fucking title it was. I don't know, man. That's God. The only thing that blew my mind was how much like Ric Flair he looked like.
Yeah,
he looked uncanny. Him and Charlotte both look like their dad, man. So much, it's scary.
Like David is still alive, correct?
Yeah, David's still alive.
So
it's the other.
Reed was the child that died.
Yeah, Reed's the one I think that died.
Like I thought Reed looked more like him than David too. Like, and
he has. Reed, it's weird. No Ric Flair genes, man. Ric Flair's a Ric Flair's a genetic jackhammer.
Yeah.
That dude. those genes.
Well, you say hardcore. That. You say that. What about fucking Fritz Von Erich?
Jesus Christ, Fritz Von Erich. That's insane. Oh, God.
5 sons, all professional wrestlers. Woo!
The Von Erich family is weird because there are actually some Von Erichs. You had what's his name? I can't remember who's what's her name? The chick, the Lacey Von Erich. Yeah, I can't remember whose daughter she is, but
yeah,
I thought she was Kevin Von Erich's kid. I'm not sure, but yeah, her, and then I thought there was a couple of the other Von Erich grandkids, but that were in there and got into the business. But
Kevin's kids wrestle as a tag team.
Okay, so they do. Okay, so
yeah, they do the fucking double claw and shit.
That's badass. That's kind of cool. I mean, so they're involved, and I know she was in. She was. When the fuck? I remember. I'm trying to remember where when I first saw her. I think it was in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she was with the Beautiful People. I think that she was. It was one of the time when the Beautiful People brought her in and just running around with Angelina Love and fucking.
Oh man, I told you I listened to that Kevin Nash podcast every week. Yeah. Shout out to the 11 Soft crew, but yeah,
I bet he's had some good people on that show though.
Yeah,
I bet he has because
he had X-Pac on. He's had RVD. He's had RJ City. Kevin Sullivan.
Oh wow! I bet the Kevin Sullivan one was good.
I missed that shit.
Kevin Sullivan's was in the business for a long time too. Yeah. Man. That dude's just I probably got some good stories because he was. Man, dude, he was with back in, he was like
the thing is he's from Massachusetts and I think he's from Lexington and that's the town one over from where I grew up from. I think Kevin Sullivan knows my dad.
No, he might. No shit. I mean, small town, man, you know.
Yeah.
People fucking
because my dad was like notorious in that era, you know.
Yeah. He was. I just know he ran the roads with a lot of guys, man, that were like, you know,
well, he was one of the main bookers for the NWO.
Yeah, I'm sure. That is another thing. He was running shit, you know, behind the scenes and stuff a lot. So he was.
They made him pivot from like what they were asking him to do. Like obviously the Dungeon of Doom is considered one of the worst failures in the history of wrestling as a stable, right?
Yeah.
But he was doing exactly what they asked him to do, which is set up a heel factory to feed Hogan and get the ratings back up.
Sure. So
he takes a bunch of shit for that, and then like. So, you know,
somebody's got to take the heat for it not working out. So they're going to naturally blame him for it. It was his idea.
But yeah, I like Sullivan a lot.
That's fucking pro wrestling for you.
I'm going to go ahead and switch us to another topic in a minute.
Okay.
But I'm going to show my pictures. I went to a wrestling event this week.
Nice, man.
There's me, obviously, with the Sprout.
That's cool. So, yeah, you're hanging out with the boy, man. Did he have a good time?
dude, I have never seen him lit up like this.
Oh, that's really cool.
For anything.
That's
like
really
I've
cool.
taken him to see football. We take it. Well, his grandfather, paid and everything. He took us to the baseball and football. Cal really didn't care, but this boy screamed his ass off so much he's hoarse today.
He definitely had a good time, man.
Yeah,
that's fine. All right, that's cool.
Boom!
Oh hell yeah! Oh, you gotta be kidding me! No way, he was there. No shit,
Riddle, dude, and I didn't know how much Cal liked Riddle. And
Riddle's great, man.
I love dude. Matt Riddle can do no wrong in my book, and I'll talk about the whole MLW thing. It was great.
Yeah.
And there's their thing. It was for their pay-per-view War Chamber.
That's fucking awesome,
which is basically their version of War Games.
Pretty cool. All right, nice.
Oh, I missed this because I was showing pictures, Ricky. Remember when the Road Warriors stabbed Dusty in the eye with their shoulder spike? That shit was wild as fuck when I was a kid. Hell yeah, man. I
do remember that. Yes. They took one of the spikes off their shoulder pads, right?
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah,
his eye and shit.
That was crazy as shit, dude. Oh man, I was like, man, they poked Dusty's eye out.
The Road Warriors tried to put me on hard times.
Oh man, that was great, man. That was. But let me tell you, there was nothing like the Road Warriors. Always seemed like they were they were the face. They were a face team. When they were like heel, there was something really awesome about them. I don't know.
Yeah, they just threw dudes around like nothing.
Yeah,
fan to watch.
It was just like another level, man. Remember, they would just come into the ring and start beating the fuck out of their opponents. Before the bell would ring, beat the shit out of them.
Fucking, but dude, the show was from MLW Major League Wrestling. That's Court Bauer's promotion.
Yep.
And I could not have been more impressed.
Did a good job, did they?
Yeah. I have some pictures in one of the MPSP chats of the cage they used for their War Chamber. That was a little scary and sketchy.
I saw that.
But other than that, everything was great.
That's the one that I was laughing. I was like, well, that's the budget. That's the budget steel cage. Oh man, hey, maybe they're just trying to be different. That's all. That's probably what could be what it is. Dude, they're trying to do something that looks a little bit different than the normal shit. I don't know. I think that some of those smaller promotions probably put on a much more enjoyable show, and I'll tell you why. Because it means more to them. They depend more on return business and word of mouth than WWE or AEW, who have a TV product that reaches hundreds of thousands and not millions of people, right? Yeah. So, those smaller promotions, they're just more dependent on a serious,
yeah. I'm buying the tickets for the next one as soon as they become available Tuesday, and me and Cal are going again.
It's awesome, dude. That's cool. That's really cool.
I really do want to talk about Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle was fucking amazing to my kid.
See, I've heard that Matt Riddle's a really cool dude, man.
So we get there, we get through the line, we get tickets and everything. We hadn't set up for we didn't get the meet and greet because the tickets for that were sold out before I even knew about the thing.
Right.
But Riddle and there are two Japanese guys, Kojima, and they had a guy that was dressed in blue, looks kind of like Glacier. I want to say Tagaro, but I'm not sure. Those guys were there, and then Riddle was there, and so I talked to the dude that was Riddle's handler for his merch and shit, because Riddle had merch there. The hat Cal got, I got too. I know.
Is Riddle doing his own merch and shit now?
Yeah, rude dude.
Yeah. That's cool, dude.
The shirt he had on when he took the picture with Cal said Bronley fans.
Fucking nice, man.
Yeah, Yeah, but
That's cool.
But seriously, he could tell that Cal was a little nervous meeting him.
Yeah,
and he was just so fucking cool. Fucking made sure Cal was comfortable. Fucking took 2 pics with him. Fucking made sure the dad. He was like, "You're a good dad, man." Fucking dap me up a little. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. That's cool.
Yeah, Matt Riddle's fucking golden in my book.
See, again, he knows how to treat people, man. That's cool. It's I don't know. I think they made a mistake letting him go, but just for the talent alone, they fucked up. They should have worked something out with him. And and I know one of the big issues was he likes to smoke, and they kept popping him for it. My issue is that your testing is outdated.
After they fucking released him, they stopped testing for pot.
Right, which is just so stupid.
It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, the only thing that was a little bummer about the show, I was really happy to see Raven.
Yeah. He looks.
That's one of the reasons why I bought the tickets to the show, was so that I could see Raven. And I hope that I hope that man can retire soon.
He showed up on TNA.
Mm-hmm.
He did an appearance on TNA, and he looks so different now, dude.
Yeah, with the white hair. And,
yeah, but he's just so, I don't know. It
sucks because all our heroes are getting old, man.
Yeah,
it's. What right do I have to tell the man to go sit down? Same thing like when we were talking about Mick Foley. Like, what right do I have to tell Mick Foley he shouldn't do another death match?
Yeah, yeah, you almost feel that way.
But at the same fucking time, Jesus Christ is another human being watching another human being put their body through those goddamn things.
Yes, I don't want to see him die.
Yeah,
I don't lie some more, and I was a big fan of Raven.
Dude, I'm a huge
and
Raven
the Flock.
fan.
Oh my god, Flock was great. It was just amazing.
What about me? What about Raven?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Quote the Raven, nevermore. Hell yeah, I was into all that shit.
It was awesome, man.
Raven is because I was into comic books at that point, but I didn't know about Sandman. His T-shirts. That's why I got into Sandman. Fucking Raven. But there's some people I never heard of on that show. There were some mid-level vets that are on there. Like David Hart Smith was there. You remember Filthy Tom Lawler?
Yeah, I remember Filthy Tom Lawler.
Yeah, he used to be an MMA fighter too. Yeah, man. Like I went ahead and I got Triller TV Plus. So I can watch these MLW shows now. We're going to the next one. I'm gonna make sure.
Are they stationed? Are they home based in Florida?
I don't know if they are or not,
or just in the South primarily. I mean, everyone around the South.
I think in the South, but they do other shows. The St. Pete is not like they hadn't been to St. Pete in 20 years. They said,
"Wow, that's pretty cool, dude." Damn, I mean, I don't know. I didn't even know they were on television somewhere. I didn't know that they were doing televised
what they do
shows.
Is that Triller TV app.
Okay, all right.
It's the same place where you can get the AEW pay-per-views and stuff. Like it's Triller and Fight TV kind of merged or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got like the bare knuckle fighting championships. There's some grappling championships on there and shit. So it was a good pickup anyway.
That's kind of awesome. I don't know, man.
There's other wrestling promotions on there too. Oh, dude. Fucking Top Dollar. AJ Francis was there.
No shit. Top Dollar was there. All right. Cool. I don't know where the fuck he went to. I didn't know. I know when they released him, I was like, all right, I thought for sure he was gonna end up in AEW. And I'm like, all right,
they got a stable called the Boomaye Fight Club.
The Boomaye Fight Club.
Yeah, bro. And AJ Francis like took it over on this pay-per-view and shit. It was crazy.
He's badass, dude. That's so cool.
Like I wish I had known like more about the stories and shit before I went.
Yeah.
So that like I knew what the fuck was going on. Because I had never heard of fucking Contra before either. Have you seen those motherfuckers?
No, I haven't.
Dude, they come to the ring and like, all right, they're playing like tribal African music, like with with pictures of like Idi Amin, I think, and shit. And they come to the ring in like full like military ass gear and shit and masks and just fuck people up. They beat the shit out of this fucking cowboy guy and we're trying to put him in the body bag. He wouldn't fit, so they just fucking put him on their back and carried him out of the ring.
Oh God! It was
like, and then like at the end of it, like at the main event, like it was a 8-man tag, right? So it's their heavyweight champion in his group against like another group, and fucking Contra comes to the ring afterwards, and it's like 8 dudes just from Contra, and they're beating the fuck out of everybody.
I don't see these guys just in mobile military gear.
Like, dude, I'll show when we get off this. I'll show you because I don't want to get copyright.
Yeah, you don't get flagged. Yeah, we don't want to get flagged. That's fucking MLW, cool, dude. Shit.
Yeah, good shit. You definitely made a customer out of me. I'm gonna tell everybody about you I can. Yeah,
I haven't seen. I've only heard of them. I've only heard of people talk about how. How people say compliment it, say how good it is. I didn't know they were even doing anything on was televised. And I don't know if they do any shows up around here or not. But I used to love going to small pro wrestling promotions. So
Maya seemed to know about them when I mentioned them. So
maybe they're doing shows out down kind of down like, that area out west of Virginia and out that way. It's possible. They're that's pretty cool.
I'm
and
that was my first live show in like 20 years.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while since I've been to a pro wrestling show. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Man. It's been like, okay, I can tell you exact. Oh Jesus, it's been over 20 years. It's 2024.
Oh damn, yeah.
Me and Kid got married in 2023, so I saw that show in 2022. So it's been 22 years since I've been to a live wrestling event.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
It's been since 90. I want to say, I think 98. I went and saw Monday Night Raw at the in DC. And it was pretty good. That's where I met Big Show.
Oh, nice.
Big motherfucker,
dude. Like that's the thing. Like meeting these big ass dudes, that's crazy. Because like you don't understand how big a human being can get until you meet people.
Yeah, he is like to me, TV doesn't do him justice.
Yeah,
and it's hard to say how big he is because like. Other pro wrestlers are kind of big. Some of them are big dudes too, and they're pretty tall. Mm-hmm. Some of them are. Yeah. So he definitely he doesn't look as big. But when you can see him, you're like a regular sized person, man. And you go up to him and you shake his hand, like my whole fucking hand was swallowed up by his hand. Like I couldn't even fit my fucking hand or my thumb around his hand. I felt like I was shaking hands with a person who's got a much bigger hand than mine. I'm like, God damn, dude. He's like he had a good grip too. I'm like, wow, I'm gonna rip my fucking hand off, Sure. But it's cool. That was always fun. I always liked meeting wrestlers. Anna and I went to a small promotion back in the day to watch a show, and the Rock and Roll Express were there with them. And Anna loved herself some Ricky Morton, right? And back in the day, Ricky Morton. This is when Ricky Morton still looked like Ricky Morton. Had the pretty blonde hair. Hadn't quite gone bald yet.
Mm-hmm.
Looked good. So then we go to a convention, a comic convention, right? And they had some pro wrestlers there. And, this was in West Virginia. We went to a convention, and showing up Robert Gibson and Ricky Morton, and they're old fucking dude. They're so old looking, dude. I told Anna, I said, "This is your boy, Anna. You go check him out." She's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "That's Ricky Morton." She goes, "No, that's not." I said, "Oh, yes, that is."
God damn, was that a tag team or was that a tag team, man?
They were great in their day, man. They were great in their day. They were a wonderful team for my favorite tag teams to beat up on.
Yeah. Do you want to cover some of this WonderCon shit?
Sure.
All right.
That's about it, man.
Yeah. I figure we'll do this shouldn't take that long. Looking at the toy arc shit.
Did you see any of the did you see the Hasbro Transformers the Hasbro Pulse, I guess, Transformers video they did this week?
Nah, I didn't watch that.
Where they showed some shit that's coming out, or that's I think some of the shit went on pre-order. They're doing like this big ass fucking. I think it's a 4-pack. Mm-hmm. It's like 3 deluxes and a Voyager, I think. And it's another repaint of Tarn. They kind of changed his colors up a little bit, but he's still Tarn. And they did a new version of Transformers Prime Cliff Jumper, which is kind of my favorite version of Cliff Jumper. I'm being honest with you.
Wasn't it a Camaro or what was that?
He was like the old muscle car.
Yeah.
I don't even know what kind of car it was. It looks kind of like it was a Charger or something. But he's got the horns, horns on the front. He looks, but it's funny. The figure looks, it looks like Transformers Prime Cliff Jumper. I get it. But when he's in the alt mode, the car looks like they tried to squunch it up a little bit. It looks smaller. It looks a little weird, but but I'm like, okay, all right, but that's what you're going with, okay.
All right, let's get this going here.
But I think it's like $80 for the pack though, for the 4-pack, and it's not. I mean, it's not. No, maybe it's not 80. It might be over 100 actually. I think it's 99, but still not bad for all. You're talking about $25 for each for a deluxe nowadays, and then what? 35 or 40 for a fucking Voyager now.
Yeah.
So
I don't know who this dude is.
Well,
I can't fucking read the thing. But
holy shit.
Yeah, here's starting on Black Series. These pictures are kind of booty. I'm sorry, but
I can't remember his fucking name. He's a fucking. I think he's a Jedi.
Is he?
But I can't remember his name.
There we go.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh my god, I can't remember his name now. I watched Rebels. I swear I did. Oh fuck. Oh god, what's his name, Russ?
I'm trying to see which one it is. I'm trying.
It's the dude. The engineer dude. I want to say Flicks. That's it. No. No, it's from Rebels, dude. The cat.
From Rebels.
Kind of looking guy. It's doesn't his name start with a Z or some shit?
Yeah. Shit. I don't know. Now his name's not on my fucking. God damn it! I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Zeb.
There you go, Zeb.
Yeah.
It's Zeb. Yep.
I knew it was some shit.
It's Z. It was Z.
Check the next fucking slide. Adult Ezra, hero of Lothal.
Yeah, I have a figure of Ezra from the Ahsoka show. That's not bad, and I'm not, but it's cool. He's all right. It's not bad. I think they made the figure before they I don't think they did it of the actor. They don't think that like the actor that played him on the show. I don't think they did that.
Kanan?
Yeah, they're doing another Kanan, are they? Oh.
This kind of looks like young.
It could be. They're trying to do a younger version of him.
Like before.
Because I've got Kanan, and the Kanan I have is where they tried to literally they did a digital sculpt off of, but they it's like they tried to create a real face from his animated face to do the digital sculpt, and it actually turned out okay. It's not bad. It's not terrible. Looks a lot like Kanan, but
Iron Man's pretty.
Oh yeah.
I need a couple more Iron Mans too. Yeah, and I love that it there's a Whiplash / Backlash.
That's cool.
Yeah. But I love that they're doing these retro cards with the Iron Man cartoon fucking packaging. That's fucking cool.
It's pretty awesome, actually. Takes me back to the old
pretty
school.
Fucking cool. You know what? This gives me hope for. We were actually talking about this when we were talking about X-Men villains, because they need to do the acolytes.
Yeah.
And with this whip that they have right here,
they
can do Senyaka now.
True.
And that's a really cool figure. This is cool as shit too, man. Look at
that. It's pretty badass. Is that bendable? Can you has it got like a wire in it or something?
It's got something, man, because they showed it wrapped around him. And
and that's pretty cool. Shit.
See, like that. Or yeah, it's got to be, because look at like the position of it here and the position here.
Yeah, it's got to be. And unless it's just pliable, I don't know. But
I guarantee you, it's fucking plastic, and I have a lighter. It'll move where I want it to.
Touche.
And this is like the Iron Man, from the 90s before, like the modular armor from the cartoon.
Yeah, he's gonna be the right colors and everything, right?
Yeah, look at that shit. And I love the
with the yellow and the red. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I like that Iron Man cartoon back in the day.
The fact that they actually went and did the boots properly for once.
Yeah, where they're thicker. Yeah, they look more like they look like thicker and like more like iron looking. They're really cool looking.
See, like just looking off of this, there's so much stuff that they can do now. Like they can do a fucking wizard.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And he's been in the Scarlet Witch comics recently, so that'd be a good pickup for them to do.
Pretty cool. Yeah,
Count Nefaria. I've been waiting for a Count Nefaria for a very long time.
I wonder if we're gonna get. They're gonna do a Mandarin.
They need to, man. The last Mandarin's the Toy Biz one that's like in the robe.
Yeah, yeah. I'd like to see them do another newer one.
Okay, I did miss some. I was being too hasty. Now you're getting a Mark II.
Oh, nice. Okay, all right.
I'm gonna show you the Mark I. This is the one that was in the Avengers comic. He was gold in that. I love this Tony Stark head too.
I had a toy. I had a Toy Biz Iron Man. That he was the idea. He was like Tony Stark.
I don't. Yeah.
But you had all the Iron Man parts that you could put attached to him and shit. Put on his body, but the problem is his body was still Iron Man. His main body was still the Iron Man armor. And they had like Tony Stark's head.
I've got the Mark I for this, and it's a fun little figure, man. And
it's pretty cool.
The same for this.
Yeah, I would.
And that would be a nice way to get, man. Like the first Avengers, so you get like Iron Man, Hulk, Wasp, fucking Pym.
It'd be pretty awesome. I want an Iron Man, but I haven't found any. I haven't found one yet that in all the Marvel Legends. I haven't found one yet that makes me go, yeah, that's the one I want.
Yeah. I don't know why. I've bought a few and I've torn them all apart trying to like kit bash something.
I think I have the stealth. I have the Iron Man stealth armor. It's the black. He's black. He's dressed in black and everything, with the gold and that's okay. I got that one and I was like, but it's still not the Iron Man that I want yet,
Yeah.
And I'm waiting. I've just been waiting. I think I'm looking for one that's really close to the classic animated and classic cartoon look and comic book look too.
You're probably gonna want the first one we showed here, then, man.
Probably. I like him with the bigger boots on. I like the yellow and red more so than the
gold
or gold and red or even silver and red. And and it's a big bright red too. I love that big bright red. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna yeah. That's cool, dude.
It is like the penultimate 90s She-Hulk, and the great thing about this is it's an easy kit bash to a Fantastic Four She-Hulk.
I bet. I mean, how big is she? They make her pretty big. She looks pretty big.
She does look big.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like the last She-Hulk figure, she was just as a normal size figure. She's just normal size, bro.
She looks thick. Nice.
I like
She-Hulk should be a little thick though.
1/18 scale 84 Ecto 1.
Oh, it's fucking badass.
Now, O-Ring Ghostbusters.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's what goes with that Ecto.
All right, I wonder if they're gonna have the same kind of articulation as classical old school O-Ring G.I. Joe.
It'll probably be fucking better, man. I mean, shit.
That would be cool as shit, dude.
Yeah.
God damn.
Wouldn't mind that at all. At WonderCon, there's probably more WonderCon stuff if you want me to look.
Yeah. The Hasbro one's the one I was concerned about.
There's the McFarlane one.
Oh, there's a McFarlane one?
Yeah.
Fuck, on, Jesus. He's gonna be a bunch of fucking DC shit. Well, I shouldn't say DC shit. I should say just a bunch of Batman stuff. That's pretty much all he makes anymore is Batman. God,
so do you want me to put it up?
You can. We watch it if you want. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. I get frustrated with him because I don't think he makes enough characters of other characters. Like there's not enough other versions other than Batman. Batman gets 50 million fucking versions of him, but we can't get like. I want him to do a Superman. And I wanted to have two different heads. I wanted to have a Christopher Reeve head, and I wanted to have a
Cavill, Ralph.
Yeah, Cavill head. Yeah, and come on, there you go. So you can decide which Superman you want. Do you want your classic Superman? Or you want your Henry Cavill Superman? And I also don't want this big, huge, muscled up Superman. I want you can muscle him up a little bit, but I just want Superman's not supposed to be ultra muscled up. You can muscle him up a little bit, but not like
he's a farm boy, man. He's one of them
I know
farm boy.
And I'm cool with that, but they make that motherfucker like he's a bodybuilder, dude. He's not supposed to be that way.
I don't like that muscular. I like block Superman, like Superman.
Part of the fun of Superman was he doesn't look as strong as he is, so it was the fun part of it,
They did that really well in the new Superman series that was on the CW. There was a episode where somebody like threatened Lois and hit one of his kids, and like he was the Superman in that's a little smaller than what we're used to seeing,
right?
But right, so he's like this unassuming dude, but he lays the smack down on like this bully, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
reminded me actually of some Morrison shit. Here we go with McFarlane starting out. Look at the top here. Okay, so it's the movie Maniacs line,
right?
And he makes sure to tell you it's 6-inch movie Maniacs coming in spring. So we got Steve Carell from the 40-year-old version. We got the Big Lebowski himself, the dude.
Jesus Christ.
And then we got David from Dazed and Confused. All right.
Dazed and Confused. All right.
Oh, he's redoing his Matrix figures in 6-inch.
Matrix.
So we got Trinity and Keanu there.
Yeah, I don't know. They could be fun. But
God, what the fuck is he doing? Okay,
Wow.
so that freeze is actually kind of nice looking. I like that freeze. But okay, ambush bug. Who really gives a fuck? This booster gold is booty. And hey, guess what? This is your Tim Drake from Rebirth. Ha ha.
Well, big surprise. It's another character connected to Bat. Oh, look, is that another Batman? Of course it is.
It's Batgirl.
Oh, Batgirl?
Yeah, so this is Nightwing from Deceased, their zombie line, I think. Or is this the vampire one? I can't tell. Vampires, sorry. DC versus vampires.
I might have to give him a pass if it's vampires. That's kind of cool.
Wally West. So the rival. Okay, this is the Jay Garrick bad anti-Flash guy.
Okay. I got you.
This is the Cassandra Cain Batgirl, who's the coolest Batgirl.
Yeah, that's the.
I love Barbara Gordon, but I've always liked her better as Oracle.
Cassandra Cain is the Batgirl that likes chicks and stuff, right? And she's
maybe
I thought she did. I thought she was into chicks. That's okay. I mean, kind of makes her a little sexier to me. I don't know.
Hey. Each their own.
Yeah, man.
But then they're gonna do this 2-pack here, and it's gonna be Kyle and Kilowog. I like that Kilowog.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Like McFarlane is becoming like Marvel Selects for me. Like we were talking about this in EE's chat earlier tonight, where like I buy the bigger figures usually in a Select because I like that scale bigger.
Sure.
With my DC stuff, I have some McFarlane stuff, but it's just gonna mix in as best as it can with my 6-inch stuff because I just really do not like his figure.
I mean, that kind of makes sense though.
They're doing chase figures here. We got Reverse Flash from the new 52.
Of course.
We've got one of the Manhunters and Sportsmaster. Now, like that's a pretty good drop for them, the Sportsmaster, because of Young Justice and shit and how important he was throughout that entire series.
Right. And Sportsmaster was what's her name? What the girls, their father, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, this is going to be an 7-inch ultra articulated Build-A-Figure wave. So you're getting your Grant Morrison Justice League here with that Batman, Aquaman, and Superman and Plastic Man. John Stewart wasn't in that Justice League, so this is more like a mosaic John Stewart, it looks like. Which is a cool get. I just wish it was in a better scale and by a different company. Then you're getting Batman Forever shit. And I mean shit. Look.
I don't know, man. Oh God.
The Jim Carrey. Oh my God.
Well, that's
gonna build the Nightmare Bat from the movie. Are you fucking serious?
Of course it was the one where he sees his brain go to get the shot of his brain and the bat's flying. Yeah, you know what? It was funny. Of all the looks that he had in that fucking movie, and they picked that one. Really, if you think about it, they picked that one. That was the one he thought would be the best. Fucking idiot, dude. Jesus Christ.
Ooh, okay, I might have to shut my ass. I mean, that penguin actually looks nice. Starfire's another female McFarlane figure. He doesn't. Well,
I'll say this about that penguin. At least that penguin fits my idea of what penguin should look like. You know what I mean? My classic looking penguin. That's him. You know, that's good. Yeah. See, every Batmobile that's like a fucking tumbler type of fucking one, I'm not a fan of. I know a lot of people like them, and I get it. But for some reason, what makes the Batmobile cool to me is that it's this long, badass car, man.
Oh, hey, if you need a Morgan Freeman for something, they're doing Lucius Fox.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Just because you could use them for other things.
Maybe, like, you could figure out how to make a red out of it. You need.
Hold on. That Batman. Is that Batman like us? Is that like?
It's the manga, I think.
That looks more like a classic Batman or closer to classic Batman.
It does, but
God damn, that's not.
You look at
that's
the eye, and that's the '60s fucking
yeah.
black shit there, and then huge manga eyes.
Huh.
Sergeant Rock, bro,
Mm.
and then Connor.
Yeah, it's kind of cool though. I don't know.
I will say it does look like his head sculpts are getting a little better.
Yeah.
He's not,
dude.
And then like we're not seeing like the fucking black eyeshadow that we were seeing on like fucking Flashpoint Aquaman and shit like that. It looks like this Hal Jordan's gonna be a mail-in, I guess, or digital. What the fuck? I don't know.
That's not bad. Actually, that looks kind of like Hal Jordan should look. That's not bad. He's got the hair kind of right and everything. That's pretty cool.
You got to collect all three of these to build Animal Man. Why is he doing these fucking Build-A-Figures that are just regular characters?
I don't know. They're nobodies. I don't know, man. Oh God.
Like
it's nobody I care about. That's the problem. Like that's supposed to get me amped up to buy the figures to build that guy. It doesn't. I don't give a fuck about that guy.
All right, so here he's doing a 6-inch Build-A-Figure wave for Batman.
Is that animated?
Animated series. So you got the robot Batman, Pamela Isley, better known.
I won't even lie to you. This intrigues me.
The figures aren't that bad. I broke my Mr. Freeze because I abused it, but that's not their fault. It's mine.
Now we're looking. Is this? It looks like he's going to do the same. The figures are going to be like in that same animation style too, kind of like the where the bigger upper bodies and shit, which is kind of cool. I don't know. It's like the other line of what was the company that did them before?
DC Direct.
There you go, DC Direct. Yeah.
And then you got Bane. I guess the Build-A-Figures suited Bruce. I don't know.
Sure.
Music Maniacs.
Oh boy.
So we're getting Ozzy, Alice Cooper, Eddie, the Iron Maiden mascot, and Rob Zombie.
It's kind of cool. I don't know.
A new Spawn with digital collection.
Of course.
And we're back. Yeah, fuck this.
Look, I as much criticism as I give him for doing Batman way too much, I will say the animated series line, and that Batman looks cool. He's doing something that I'm a fan of. I can't bitch at him too much about that. Anna and I used to watch Batman the Animated Series all the time together. That was like our primetime watch back in the day when we get off of work. We'd get RJ to sleep. Yeah. And we'd sit down and we would wait on time for it to come on and start watching it. That was our show, man. She likes Anthony and she likes the show too. So I showed her that they have it on HBO, and she was like, "What?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "You can sit down in this motherfucker forever and watch." Knowing you can watch it.
Oh my god, they got all of that. They got all the Justice League shit.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. It's bad. It's pretty cool.
Disney Plus has got fucking X-Men the Animated Series, Spider-Man 96 or 94, whatever the fuck it was.
I was watching
the series.
Yeah, I was watching Batman Beyond on the because I like Batman Beyond. I was a big fan of that.
It's a different version of Animal Man than they did. If you look at the thing, he's got like fucking bird claws and shit. It's the new 52 Animal Man, I think, and I wasn't a big fan of that series.
Big surprise. He picked. This is my problem. My problem is with McFarlane's decisions to make make figures out of characters that sometimes I just think, dude, we don't give a fuck about that character. Why are you doing that? And then, and it's like, and sometimes he'll do like, I don't know, he'll make a decision to do like, okay, he's already done plenty of Robins. Let's do another Robin. Yeah, from the fucking Batman movie. And I'm like, you picked one of the worst Robin looks ever. Come on, man. He picks the Riddler. All the looks he had in that movie, he picks one of the worst fucking look. Like,
I wanted the white rhinestone one.
Why not? That's cool as shit. Fucking A.
What I was getting confused about when you were asking about Batgirl, it's Batwoman. So like my fucking
that's what it is. Batwoman.
Yeah, Katie
Okay.
Kane.
Right. Yeah, Kane is Batwoman.
Yeah,
Barbara Gordon is Batgirl.
Yeah, she
right.
They're doing a series right now with her called it was, I want to say Stormwatch, but that ain't the Authority. I think they're calling it. It's more like a planetary rework, but she's in that with a bunch of new people. Like they made a new drummer and everything for that series.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we've been going for about an hour and 20. We're almost heading up onto 11. So I want to go ahead and hit this one thing real quick, and we can go ahead and get out of here and get everybody to a hangout.
What's up?
Okay, you know who Wolverine is.
I would say so. He's my favorite X-Men.
I would say most people that listen to this fucking show know who Wolverine is.
Yeah, him and Gambit were my two favorite guys, man. Yeah, definitely.
Wolverine was co-created by Len Wein, Herb Trimpe, John Romita Sr. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And this has been established. It's everybody knows. Well, this month, Len Wein's widow, Christine Vallada, got a call from Marvel executive David Bogart informing her that in the upcoming Wolverine and Deadpool movie coming out this July, this is from Bobby Chase's Facebook. She is a former editor at DC, and she's a wonderful woman. Roy Thomas will now be credited as one of the co-creators of Wolverine with Len Wein and John Romita Sr. and the guy just said it's a done deal. There's nothing to be said about it.
Well, why?
Because he was the editor at the time.
So because he was the editor at the time, he gets credit for
it. He's claiming that he made the suggestions to name the character Wolverine.
Really?
And to make him from Canada.
Okay.
And as an editor,
right.
He believes that gives him the right to be called a co-creator.
But that's really weird. Is this the first we've heard of this from him?
Yes.
Where the fuck's he been? Why has he been claiming?
The question isn't where he's been.
It's
where everybody else has been. Here's the timeline for you.
Okay.
Herb Trimpe, and I am so sorry if I'm mispronouncing this man's name.
Died
April 13th, 2015.
Okay.
Len Wein, and again, I'm sorry about the mispronunciation, died September 10th, 2017.
Okay.
Stan Lee died November 12th, 2018.
All right,
John Romita Sr. died June 12th, 2023. And this is after what happened. That's when they got the call from fucking Marvel.
Interesting. So after anyone anyone who could either support it or discredit it,
it's gone.
It's gone.
Now, this is not to say that Roy Thomas is not an important figure in Marvel Comics.
I'm sure.
Roy Thomas is the second editor-in-chief after only Stan Lee. Roy Thomas could, if he didn't make decisions that were great at the time, could have sunk the company with Stan Lee leaving. But he didn't. He did well. The problem is this is not the only thing that he's done. He is now going through and filing, because he's the last man standing, claims saying that he has created other characters also.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I like how motherfuckers can just do that, dude. Like I should go, I should come and say, hey, you know what? Out of nowhere, I'm a co-creator for the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Never worked on it a day in my life, but I'm a co-creator.
And like it's so insidious. Like they're editing Wikipedia pages and shit. Like in a concerted effort to do this.
To change history. Yeah. To literally alter history.
Yeah. So the following was added to Roy Thomas's Wikipedia page. Among the characters he co-created are Wolverine, Vision, Doc Samson, Carol Danvers, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Ultra, Yellow Jacket, The Defenders, Man-Thing, Red Sonja, Morbius, Ghost Rider, Squadron Supreme, The Invaders. He's claiming to have co-created The Invaders, Black Knight, Nighthawk, Havoc, Banshee, Sunfire, Thunder, Archon, Killraven, Quasar, Wendell Vaughn, Red Wolf, Red Guardian, Damon Hellstrom, Brother Voodoo, and Valkyrie.
Fuck it, just say you co-created everybody. What the fuck? You might as well claim everyone. Why not? Oh no, you can't do that because some of their creators might still be alive. They can actually say, call him a fucking liar and call him out. I see. And I'm not saying he's lying. I'm not saying he's lying. I don't know. But I'm just saying it's very convenient that
you don't do that shit. Oh fuck.
It's
dude, I didn't see you there.
Hey.
What's up, brother?
What's up, guys?
How long were you there?
A minute.
Okay, cool. What's up, man? We were about to jump off.
It's real convenient. Man. All I'm saying is it's convenient for someone to claim shit when there's no one left alive to discredit him.
He's 82 years old, and like he's the last one standing.
Maybe 82, huh? Yeah. Maybe he's slipping. Maybe in his brain he did co-create it.
I love this line at the end of Bobby Chase's Facebook post. Yeah. She said, "Any thoughts, people? I'm no Marvel historian and never have claimed to be. Carr, Craig, and I were racking our brains Sunday trying to figure out who else might have been around at the time who would know the answer to all of our questions. Please weigh into this discussion, and if I'm way off base, tell me so. In which case, I'll be taking credit for Danny Ketch Ghost Rider once Howard Mackey and Javier Soltaris are dead, of course, and maybe after my former assistant editor Christian Cooper's death as well, for good measure."
Well, no, you might as well. Like I told you, everyone just claimed fucking credit for shit they did. Yeah. Who gives a fuck? As long as nobody around to deny it. Like, nah, what the fuck?
God damn.
Oh my god. That's a strife, dude. It's so terrible, man. So I guess he's gonna want to be paid now anytime one of these characters is used for anything.
Well, here's the thing. Marvel has started paying fucking what do you call it? Like when you pay out something like a distribution,
like royalties or something.
Royalties to other creator families now, because everybody's been getting on Disney. They're like, hey, you've made billions off of fucking pay people what they need to be paid. So the other cynical part of this is the man is 82 years old. He's been around Marvel Comics forever. Was there through the good, the bad, and everything. So like I could see being bitter and doing that, and also staking a legacy for your family. I can see it, but don't fucking do it.
Yeah, it's dude. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are grasping to at any little thing they can, like, because they were there. It means they were involved in the creation of something, or the involved in the thought. Like, it's like, what did you contribute? I said I suggested the name. Yeah. Did you really? That's the name you suggested. Oh, okay.
Now, some of those characters that I fucking listed, he definitely did help co-create. I think he was a major creator on Quasar, and there's some other things. And
dude, he created some pretty big characters, and he's claiming some pretty big ones in there, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So what's up, Sam? How you been?
Oh, good, man. Just running around my house.
Yeah.
getting shit together, and then jumping in here.
Word.
What's up? What
dude, funny, man.
We were talking about Roy Thomas trying to take credit for co-creating Wolverine.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's that's going to be it's going to get worse in the next year and a half. As soon as I think like with the Deadpool movie coming out and
that's the other thing.
Like Wolverine being featured heavily, and and as I understand it, like there's going to be multiple versions of Wolverine, and so I feel like any creator that's had a hand in him in the last probably 25 years has a right to claim something.
Yeah,
and I think it's there's like a way to do it, and there's a way not to do it.
Right.
where I think if it was me, I probably wouldn't be on the like the classier end of like I don't know, maybe how I'm behaving myself. It's like, hey, I created this character, or if it's Old Man Logan, it's like to me a distinctly different version of the character.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
right,
yeah,
so,
Miller. If they do like a old, oh shit, my shit's frozen. Okay, there. If they do like a fucking Old Man Logan thing, yeah, Mark Miller should get fucking money for that. Just the same thing, like fucking All-Star Superman.
Absolutely, man. And I think that's so I feel like we'll only see more of this with different versions of the characters, and I hope that I don't know. I know there's like a big hubbub with Captain America and like around the Winter Soldier, and like Ed Brubaker like deserves everything for that.
Yeah.
In my opinion. And it's not like
dude.
And I don't know what I don't know what I was gonna say. I don't know how he what he asked for, or how he conducted himself during those like the months when that movie came out, but Civil War, I mean, or not Winter Soldier. But yeah, I feel like that's the thing where Marvel's making enough money. They have enough money to throw him some cash for that kind of wealth of character knowledge, and I think that's it differs from one character to the next, but man, I think like you got to give these guys and girls credit for these like exceptionally well regarded versions of the characters, and they're also old at this point, man.
I can understand that, but like this dude scumballed it.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. I mean, and I use Ed Brubaker as an example only because his name's attached to like one of the most well-regarded stories of
Captain America.
That there's been, and it was like that was almost not to a letter, but like it was closely developed into this movie, which did so well and is really highly regarded. So
yeah. Well, man, we were really just about to get off here when you popped on. We're gonna go to a hangout, brother.
Yeah.
So next week will be a live hangout, and we'll see y'all next week. And as usual, peace, love, and hair grease. We're out.
Later.
Love y'all.
Adios. Good night, guys.